Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, this 8 passengers Ruby Frank situation is just absolutely crazy, and unfortunately it is something people have been seeing coming for a long time, but because there are so many children involved in this, it's not really the one-up that I think people think it is when they're like, I saw this coming, because there's so many children involved in this, so I don't think it's that at all. We're gonna get into this. There is a big fucking update. So Ruby Frank's neighbors are now speaking out. So we're going to get to that. But before that, we're going to get to one of the actual police reports talking about the child who was climbing out the window in a little bit more definition of what exactly happened. And then we're going to get to the update with the neighbors. You just made Milo leave. You just made Milo leave. Why'd you do that? That's annoying. Leave him alone. Milo, I'm sorry. Calm down now. Why did I take her out for 3 fucking hours and she's still fucking like she's still not tired? I love her. She's a little shit. I can't believe I took her out for so long and she's still not tired. Milo, sorry babe. It gave her the worst zoomies. Yeah, she will not fucking slow it down. There he goes. He's not left the room. Milo has vacated the premises. I miss Milo. All right. So let's get into this. Also, before we get into it, please make sure you're subscribed to my second channel. I'm literally... I don't know why I'm literally vlogging every day over there. I'm not just vlogging. I'm literally vlogging every single day over there. And I've been enjoying vlogging over there, and I'm going to continue doing it for as long as people want to watch it. So please click the link down below. Go subscribe. It's called More Adam McIntyre. And on with this. So we're initially going to get to this article, which is a little bit more in depth about what actually happened, which led to the arrest. And then we're going to get to this one, which is the big update about the neighbors. And they are now speaking out. So he's literally vlogging. All right, let's get into it. So again, police said that the children of the family channel were found with severe malnourishment, neglect, and abuse. So after a YouTube star was arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse, new information now shows that a child climbed out the window to get help, which led to the discovery, as we're aware. Ruby Frank, known for the YouTube channel 8Passengers, garnered the attention of millions of people around the world and was arrested on Wednesday on 2 counts of second-degree felony aggravated child abuse. So we're starting to figure out more and more about the actual, what actually went down. Arresting documents detail that the arrest was made after a child climbed out a window at the residence at around 10:50 a.m. Wednesday and ran to a neighbor's house for help. The home belonged to Jody Hildebrandt, who is involved in a parent counseling service called This, and was also arrested in relation to the case. So basically, Jody and Ruby have this new project that they do, and it's really fucking deranged, and they're both arrested. The child knocked on the door and asked for food and water, but the neighbors noticed duct tape on the child's ankles and wrists and called the police. The calling party started the juvenile appearance to be emancipated and malnourished. Not emancipated, wrong word. Emancipated and malnourished with open wounds and duct tape around their body. A statement from the local authority. Police described the wounds, neglect, and malnourishment of the child to be very severe. Arresting documents state, and the child was taken immediately to the hospital for treatment. After the first child was taken to hospital, another was then discovered in the home. So they then went into the home. Emaciated. Did I mess it up again? Emaciated. I messed it up again, didn't I? Emaciated. Okay, that. Emaciated. Bonnie's snoring. Not emancipated, that is the complete opposite. Emaciated. That sounds very American. Emaciated. Is that how we would say it? Emaciated. No. Emaciated. Not emancipated. The emancipation of Mimi. I need to move on. You're distracting me. You're distracting me, chat. Stop it. Stop it. Time out, all of you. Anyways, I'm talking about a serious topic. Stop talking about how stupid I am. So basically, they then went into the home and realized that another child was incredibly malnourished. And a search warrant was then obtained by the police. And during the search of the home, evidence was located, which was consistent with the marks that was found on the child. So basically, there is evidence in the home that shows that these children were treated this way. Now, I don't really know what that means, because that could mean absolutely anything. Arresting documents state that Frank was seen on a YouTube video filmed in the residence days before the incident, which adds to Miss Frank being aware of the malnourishment, abuse, and neglect. Frank chose not to speak with the police and instead requested a lawyer. So she didn't even speak to the police at all and only wanted to speak to a lawyer about the treatment of your children? I'm pretty sure that's something you would be able to speak about. She was ordered to be held without bail. So she's being held without bail in the Washington County Jail. So she's being held without bail. She's fucked. Fucked. As she fucking should be. The Department of Child and Family Services was contacted, and a statement from the Santa Clara Public Safety Department reads, in a joint effort with the Springfield Police Department, 4 minor children have now been taken into care by the Department of Child and Family Services. So then we're aware that Shari Frank, the eldest daughter, then posted basically saying that today's been a big day. And basically, we are seeing as well that Katie Paulson... Is that without a crystal ball? No. Is that without a crystal ball? Katie Paulson? Is that without a crystal ball? What a throwback. Is that what... Hold on. Is this without a crystal ball or is it not? I have not heard that name in quite some time. That's her? That's... Without a crystal ball? Is she still kicking it? Katie Paulson, a YouTuber and independent journalist, spoke with Fox 13 News about the case. Actually, she was really, really, really nice to me during the Colleen thing. Shout out Katie Joy. Oh, wait, Katie Paulson. Wait, we're thinking about Katie Joy. I think we've messed this up. This is not Without a Crystal Ball, right? Without a Crystal Ball is... They're the same. Oh. Is it Kate? That's her last name. Katie Joy Paulson. Not the full government name. Holy shit. Anyway, if this is her, Without a Crystal Ball, she was actually really, really, really nice to me during the Colleen thing. Sent me a lot of really sweet messages. So, hope you're doing well. She unblocked me to send me them as well, which is really nice. Thank you. I need to get back in focus. Hold on. There we go. So, Katie Paulson, a YouTuber and independent journalist, spoke with Fox 13 about it. This is to a level I don't think anyone understood, Paulson said. She was saying how she would send her daughter to school with no food, and it was almost like she was bragging about it. She recalled another time when Frank's son openly talked about his punishment on the channel. He was talking about how he had to sleep on the floor in a beanbag chair and how his mom had taken away his bed and taken away his door and how he had been sent away to wilderness camp. Now, that was the first thing I was ever aware of whenever it came to... Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. Whenever it came to this topic, I was aware of the wilderness camp story where he was literally just sent away. She wasn't the only one who noticed concerning interactions in the videos. Deanne Nevins remembers being horrified at what she was watching on YouTube. It was kind of like every video there was something to be shocked at. Her son couldn't walk until he was like 2.5 years old, and she never got him any help, and she admitted to that. At one point, he had fallen off the couch, or she dropped him, and he had gotten no physical therapy whenever he needed it. They also said she comments on the concerns, and then was being blocked by, you know, Frank. So basically, this person who's speaking about this ended up getting blocked whenever called this out, obviously. Paulson also said when she did a report on what Frank and her kids were saying in a video, Frank's lawyers threatened to sue her. In an email from 2020, the attorney wrote, "We represent Family Channel 8 passengers who continue to be harmed by defamatory videos uploaded to YouTube by your client. In addition to financial damage to my clients, the videos uploaded by your client have resulted in harassment of my clients and have even inspired a baseless CPS visit to their home, which has traumatized the kids." If anything, that was something the kids fucking needed, and the kids have said that they tried for so long to get CPS involved and they didn't want to hear anything, so they can go fuck themselves. They also say if you see something, say something, and in this case, when people said something, they were threatened. So many other people besides me received letters from attorneys. It's heartbreaking for the communities who watched this family and that knew something was wrong. Holy shit. How would a CPS visit traumatize the kids? Yeah, it would seemingly traumatize the parents who were trying to fucking hide something. And we're going to get to the husband as well, probably tomorrow, because I have like a dive I want to do into him. And you get back into focus. Hey. Queen. Thank you. All right. So Ruby Frank's neighbors called the cops several times out of concern for the children, source says. So if this is correct, neighbors were calling the cops, YouTube channels were calling the cops, fans were calling the cops, and yet nothing was done by the CPS. And the kids are even speaking out and being like, it took so long for something to happen. Following the arrest of mommy vlogger Ruby Frank, those close to the YouTuber are speaking out about their alleged abusive behavior. Utah residents who live nearby the family are and have been asked to not be named for privacy tell Rolling Stone that he and other neighbors have called the police on Frank multiple times out of concern for the children, and notes that there were weeks at a time where the children appeared to be left home alone without an adult present. The Santa Clara Police Department did not respond when we asked them about this. Shocker. In early 2022, it started getting wild, the neighbor tells Rolling Stone. People were concerned because Ruby completely stopped her YouTube stuff, and then it turned dark. She taped up paper over the windows of the house. She would disappear for weeks at a time, and the kids would be left alone in the house. Frank and her husband, Kevin Frank, are not responding to Rolling Stone's request for comment. Well, I think they're a little busy right now. The cops were called several times. They would come and they'd knock on the door, but no one would show up. So then the police would just go away? Frank's sisters, Ellie, Julie, and Bonnie, who are also family content creators, called the YouTuber's arrest something that needed to happen and said that keeping Frank's children safe is their only priority. For the last 3 years, we've kept quiet on the subject of our sister Ruby Frank for the sake of her children. Behind the scenes, we have done everything we could to make sure the kids were safe. The Instagram statement read, why is no one doing anything? Like, there's so many people that are making an effort. We wouldn't feel right about moving forward with regular content without addressing the most recent events. Once we do, we will not be commenting on it further. Ruby was arrested and it needed to happen. Jody was arrested, which needed to happen. The kids are now safe and that's the #1 priority. Holy fuck. Frank's eldest daughter, Shari, then shared the statement and said about the CPS, they've been trying for years and they're glad they finally decided to step up. So Frank is best known for the YouTube channel 8 Passengers, where she documented her unique and strict parenting style as she raised her 6 children. Her videos focused on discipline, received backlash because she would withhold lunch, remove bedroom doors, and threaten to throw away toys and clothes that had sentimental value as punishment for very minor things. The channel was removed from YouTube earlier this year for unknown circumstances. It had 2.3 million followers. And the channel was also regularly plagued by accusations of abuse, all of which were then denied. And then on Thursday, Frank and the business partner were arrested and the kids, are finally safe. An attorney for the husband has not been responded to. Frank is not responding. What the fuck? So the neighbors, YouTubers, fans, regular day-to-day people were trying to get some sort of help, and no one was listening. No one was listening. Not only no one was listening, the police show up, the windows are boarded up, and they just walk away? When I get updates, I'll give them to you, but holy shit. Crazy, right?